Yo, welcome to the KaneSaid Sports Show, and I'm your host, Kane Bradfield. And y'all know my slogan, the fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of KaneSaid. And I'm your host, Kane Bradfield. Y'all know my slogan, the fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. I got a special guest in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog in the house. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk life. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Thank you for having me, Kane.
Yes, sir. Man, tell the people who you are, baby.
Tanner Glisson, Troup County High School, head football, head baseball coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So listen, man. Let's talk about your journey for a minute, big dog. You know, what, it's 23 years?
Going into 23.
Going into 23 years.
All this gray hair.
Yeah. But a part of that love, though,
Well,
right?
I guess.
For
Wisdom,
sure.
wisdom.
Wisdom, baby. So listen, man. Going into 23.
Yep.
Tell me about year one. Man, do you remember year one?
Yeah, I do. Year one, I played at Manchester.
Okay.
Was fortunate enough to play for a state championship, played in the Georgia Dome twice, and I knew I wanted to coach.
Yeah.
Knew I wanted to coach, man.
Yeah.
And they had some good program, good teams coming through. Greg Oglesby and Zeke Gear, Tommy Parks, who just passed away recently, Chip Metters, all the guys from the same staff, man.
Yeah.
I want to be like them.
Right.
And so 1999.
Wow.
And so it was something. We lost to Cartersville in the playoffs. And but it was good. The year before they lost to Pepperell,
Okay.
which was Sidney Ford and all that crew up there.
Yeah.
And so I was playing junior college baseball, hitting about 225.
Ooh,
And,
get right, go.
So it was like, you can't hit no better than that. You got to go home.
That's so funny.
So I went straight in. I went to Columbus State and started community coaching in 1999.
1999. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. 1999, man. That wasn't a cash money. Nah, that was cash money. Drop that, back it up. That that was a good year, baby.
Man, it was a good year. It was.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody thought the world was going to win.
You remember that?
Man.
Lights flashing and going on.
Y2K.
Yes, you remember them years, man.
Falcons were getting ready to go to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And, what, the shuffle?
Yeah, the little bird like that.
The bird, yeah.
It was something like that. Dirty bird. That's what it was, man.
That's it.
But okay, man. Let's fast forward a little more, man. So you know what I'm saying. So, man, talk about your first year at Troup, man. Give me that one.
Oh my gosh, Kane, it about killed me, man.
Yeah.
About killed me.
Yeah.
Number one, I realized how bad a coach I was.
Okay.
I was sleeping in the field house. So
Okay.
I was still living in Manchester. We were having kids. We just already had Lanier. We're about to have. I guess Chandler was a little bit older.
Okay.
Or a little bit younger. But man, it was tough. I was leaving a team coming here, and the team that I was inheriting, we were worse than we were where I leave. If that makes any sense.
I'm with you.
You know, at Manchester, that's all I ever wanted to be.
Yeah.
I played there. My dad played there.
Okay.
In 1972. My family was from there. My granddaddy owned a car dealership called Meadows Motors. You know, I knew everybody in the town.
Yeah.
Grew up, man.
Yeah.
And so coming over here, I was getting out of my comfort zone, and we were bad. We were bad, man. We went 1-9 with 6 running clocks. But the thing is, I knew I had a vision for the way I wanted it run, and really had to take about 2 steps back to take 2 steps forward. We ran split back veer at Manchester, and guess what? When I came here, they were running split back veer here. And Lynn Kendall was really doing a really good job running the veer. They had lost some heartbreaking games, but they were in a lot of games. And man, that first year we were bad.
Really?
And then that next year, you know, we made the biggest turnaround in the state, went 8-3.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
lost in the first round of playoffs. Beat Sandy Creek for the first time in school history. You know, they were number 2 in the state.
Man, you know what though? I remember that game, man.
that
Cause
was- That was the turning point.
now Kobe was playing. He playing receiver there.
Yep.
I remember that year.
Kobe was a freshman.
I
The biggest
remember.
deal is Kobe called a pick 6.
I remember
And,
that year.
The lights went out. And so the funny story on that is, you know, we lost the first game of the season. So everybody was like, oh, here they go again.
Yeah.
And then we won like 3 or 4 in a row. And then they said, oh, they ain't played nobody, blah, blah, blah. And we went over to Sandy Creek, and they were ranked number 2 in the state. We beat them. The lights go out in the third quarter, and it's a tie ball game. And our principal's Chip Metters, and we have this big meeting. They can't get the lights to come on. And they're like, we're going to have to come back and play this tomorrow. I'm like, I told Chip Meadows, I said, we might not can beat them tomorrow, but we can beat them tonight.
But tonight.
Tonight's tonight.
Yes.
And so, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
And so, sure enough, man, we did it, and we won that game, and that kind of gave us a little validation, and it turned the program.
Man, I love that. I love that. So, Coach, you know what I mean? What does it take, Coach, man, you know what I'm saying, to build a program? What does it take, man? You know what I'm saying? I always ask coaches about culture. What does it take to build that?
The number one thing, in my opinion, there's no shortcuts.
Okay.
So, like, during that first year, man, you had to come in and let the kids know there was no wiggle room on certain things.
Yeah.
Now, it's not old school anymore about it's my way or the highway.
Right.
You got to do it. No, but there are certain things you can't do. Like, we can't steal from each other.
Right.
We ain't do that. And if you get caught stealing, you got to go. But so there's a few of those non-negotiables. I remember this. I called Kirby Smart and I called Dale McGee, both who I have a good relationship with, and I asked him when I got Troup, I said, how long will it take us? And Dale had been at Carver and a couple other places. They said, hey, it's going to take you about 15 to 18 months. Man, and it was about right. It was about spot on from that. When I inherited the deal to the Sandy Creek deal was close to 18 months.
Wow.
And but there's just certain non-negotiables. You got to get your right people, and you got to get your right coaches.
But I'm about to ask that. You know, I mean, coaching staff is so important.
It's got to be the guys that believe in what you're doing. Look, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
And you already know,
I mean, just because it's my way don't mean it's the right way.
Correct.
But at Troup, it's my way.
Right.
I mean, I was hired to do the job.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't mean if I went to another school, you know, that I'd be the right fit for that. You know, I mean, so I'm not naive to think, you know, that it's my way or the highway. But when you have a vision, everybody has to get on board with the vision. You know, and the deal is when I don't like to use the word I in our program, but when we interview coaches, we bring people in and let them interview us.
Okay.
Because I want to know, is this a place that you really think you want to be? Do you fit?
Wow.
Because you wouldn't get an interview with us if I didn't know something about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you come in, I want you to interview us. See if this is where you think you fit, because, I mean, you know, every program is a little different.
I dig that. So we're going to talk about fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, so when you're looking for a coach, you know what I mean, what are you personally looking for as the head guy?
I think it depends on the position.
Okay.
You know what I mean? From an offensive standpoint, I want to sit down with them and I want to give them a big picture of what I think offense looks like.
Okay.
Right? There are only two offenses. Don't let anybody tell you any other. There are two types of offenses.
Give it to me.
You're either reading somebody or you're kicking somebody. So think about that for me. You run a triple option, you're reading the end, right? You're in the passing game, you're reading the defense, right? If you or you're kicking somebody, you're running wing T, you're kicking this guy or power read,
I'm with that.
Whatever.
But that was super simple.
Two types of offense. Now, there's certain things I like to see. I think you got to do certain things to be successful. You got to run for this and much. You got to be able to be explosive for this. But then I let that guy go.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call plays.
Yeah.
If I needed to call plays, I don't need him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From a defensive standpoint, same thing.
Okay.
I think you got to get lined up.
Yeah.
I think you got to stop the run.
Yeah.
You better be physical. You know, and then after that, you know, I let that guy do it. Now, if we get in a situation where we're not sound or whatever, then I intervene. But you know, I think it depends on what the position is.
Okay.
You know, I just had to go through the same thing with baseball. You know, I had to interview people and see who fit. And but yeah, I think it varies. But number one thing is you got to love kids, and you can't be lazy. I mean, there's two things: you got to love kids. Can't be. If you love kids and me and you don't see eye to eye on X and O, man, we can work that out.
We can work it out.
Man, as long as it's for the kids.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the love got to be there.
man, it's got to be there.
Yeah.
If it ain't there, man, it's you know, it's probably always been that way, but even more so today, man.
Okay. So and that led me to my next question, big dog. This era of youth, of kids, man, you know what I mean? What's different in your opinion?
Different, man. It is so different than when I started. Number one, you got social media.
Okay.
You know, and it used to be winning attracted players. Okay. Then it went to facilities, jerseys, attracted players.
Yes.
Now it's gone to what can you do for me? Recruiting. Can you get kids in college? Can you get them to the next level? That's what it is now. So it's kind of gone from the winning to the flashy stuff to now the me stuff. And that's a tough deal, man.
It's a tough deal.
And I'm really proud of what we've done at Troup to put kids in college. Last year was probably my proudest with COVID and all that stuff. Man, we put a ton of folks in college, and it was hard. It was hard, man. You had to really work it, and you had to have a relationship with those college coaches.
Gotta have a relationship.
And you had to have it, man. Because last year would burn you.
So you know what I mean? So as far as your staff, big dog, as far as your staff, man, you know what I mean? Is anybody you want to give shouts out to just saying, yo, man?
Man, if I started shouting out individual people, I'll shout them all out.
Right.
I mean, we've got 13 coaches, including myself. Offensive staff, Paul Brewer is our offensive coordinator. He's been with me. He was with me at Manchester.
Okay.
He came over here before I did and was the head basketball coach, coached quarterbacks. He coached Montez Crows, the Kobe Hudsons. So he'll run the show. Connor McNamee was at LaGrange College as the offensive line coach, went over to Hurry County for a little while, and now he's here as our O-line guy, so this will be his third year.
Okay.
J.C. Copeland does an outstanding job with running backs.
Big J. What up, Big J? Yep.
Man, and he's got the clout, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so he has he's been there, done that.
Yeah.
I saw a thing the other day, LSU, they came out, somebody did a podcast, came out with the top 10 most physical players ever to play at LSU, and he was number 3.
He's on that list.
Number 3. So he's got that clout.
He got,
Stan Brumbelow also coaches basketball. He'll do our tight ends and the Fs. Braden Sheely is fresh out of LaGrange College, been with us a couple of years. He'll actually do the role as the quarterback coach, so Brewer can do other things. Patrick Shivers is coming to us. This will be his first year. And he'll come to us from Valley. He was wide receiver coach and the head baseball coach at Valley.
Okay.
So he's going to come here and double dip football and baseball.
In baseball, yeah.
On the defensive side, Mike Keeley is our defense coordinator. He's going in his third year.
Okay.
Played at St. Pius. Get where he's been now. He's been at Oxford, Mississippi with DK Metcalf.
Shush.
He was at Jones County when they made that run with Justin Rogers, who's now the head coach at Colquitt. Then he left there and he went to North Gwinnett.
Okay.
So I got him from North Gwinnett. He played for 2 state championships at Oxford and won one at North Gwinnett. And he played at St. Pius. So he's a real smart guy.
Man.
So he's got a pedigree.
But I say, man, he got that.
Avery Smith is coming to us, played at Troup, teaching at Long Kane. He'll coach defensive line.
Okay.
Will McPherson will coach linebackers. Here's the connection with Will McPherson. His daddy is Randy McPherson, who was 20 years the head coach at Lowndes. So he'll and his dad is retired now, so he's out there helping us.
Man, it's big.
Great.
Yeah.
Quinn Prather is our DB coach. Quinn played quarterback for me at Manchester. His brother was the defensive back coach at Fort Valley State, and his dad, Buck Prather, is assistant head football and basketball coach at Manchester.
Man.
And then Coach Lawson, Eddie Lawson and Christine Lawson are like, man, they help me so much. With all the hydration, the equipment, all that stuff, man. They like my right arm, left arm.
You need that.
Gotta have
you need that,
Gotta
man.
have. And everybody's got a good role. And now, we've got our middle school up there. So our middle school, one thing we're doing different this year is Long Kane Middle will be bused to Troup High School.
Really?
So they will practice at Troup High School every day.
It's a crazy connection off that.
Man, it's good. And we really needed to get people in the building down there.
I like it.
That's a big deal.
I like it.
And so Brian Wallace will be our head middle school coach, and Brandon Todd and those guys will be out there helping run the show.
Yeah.
And, but it's good.
Man, I love it, man. It sounds like me. You got a good style, brother.
We do.
You know what I mean?
We got continuity.
But I'm about to say,
been around for a minute.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of turnover. So with the nice facilities and the great administration that we have,
Can't
people
beat
not
it.
wanting to leave, and that's a good thing.
Can't beat it, man. All right, man, talk about personnel, man. Over the years, man, one thing about high school football, you know what I'm saying, you can't pick and choose your personnel. Right? Yeah. You'd be a perfect world. We can do that, right? Yeah.
I go to college.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But man, how do you guys year after year adjust with your personnel?
The number one thing is don't tell me what they can't do. Tell me what they can do.
Yeah.
Gus Malzahn told me this one time. I was sitting in his office and he said, "Listen, the key to offense, don't think about plays, think about players." So, now the offense is different with Teo Todd than it was with Montez Crow, who threw for over 4,000 yards.
Okay.
Kobe Hudson, who was the Atlanta Journal Quad A Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And now to Teo.
Right.
It's different. It's different because he's not that player.
Right.
Kobe wasn't the same player as Montez.
Right.
So you got to figure out what best fits. We're not really blessed right now with really big offensive linemen, even though we just sent Royce White to Memphis.
Right.
And he's gone from 270 pounds. He's at 295.
Shut up.
Yeah, so he's got a chance to play this year. And But Teo's a different player. And it all for us centers around the quarterback.
Okay.
Because we'll call one play, but it could be 2 or 3 plays, and he gets to make the decisions.
Wow.
So yeah, you got to be flexible with that. You know, defensively, we lost some good ones. We lost Jordan Adams and Bray Hilton and all those guys. And so now we're going to an odd front instead of even front.
Okay.
But you got to adjust. You got to
adjust,
man. And it really doesn't matter if you coach it really well with the fundamentals, stay within the schemes, but make the schemes fit the kids.
I feel like that. So, Coach, you know, we head into the season, man. Like what yesterday marked the official Showtime, right?
For everybody.
Yeah, for everybody, man. You know what I mean? So let's talk expectation coming in, man. What you got?
Well, you know, I don't know. It's unique. You know, we were one play away from winning the region championship against Carver, man.
You remember, I want to bring it up, but come. I got to bring it up a little bit, man.
Bring it up, man.
Golly.
It's one of those things, man, that it's like that 1 in 9 year. It's a part of you.
Yeah.
So it's got to make you who you are. Man, it hurt, though, man, but, it was one play, man. I'm going to be real with you, man. I might have shed a tear.
Most definitely.
Man, we put a lot into it, man.
Big dog, man, listen, man, I rewind that play back. I zoomed it in. I did all types of stuff.
You know, the big deal is, though, you had about 10 other plays you could have made that didn't put us in that spot.
Okay.
You know, so you think about this. We're up 17 points in the fourth quarter. So you got to hold a 17-point lead. They kick off to us. We fumble the kickoff. You know, we got a chance right there with the ball. We get one first down, the clock runs out, it's game over. They get the ball, and on the first play, they fumble it, and the offensive lineman kicks it, and they fall on it. You know, we had another play in that series, it's 4th down and 22, and we got the guy double teamed, and he takes the jump ball, makes a play. So Carver made plays. Yeah. You know, but we're one play away from being region champs in football and baseball. You know,
look, man, you know I'm bringing that baseball up. You know I got to bring that up, baby.
But what happened was that took us from 1st to 4th.
Yes.
So then you got to go to Benedictine. But then you're at Benedictine, and in the fourth quarter, you're winning the game.
Nobody say, Coach, I was swinging.
You got to finish.
Yeah.
Finish. But, on the flip side, I was so proud of our kids.
Right.
Because they played 3 games in 15 days. And you played LaGrange, Jordan, Carver in 15 days. And then you went to Benedictine. So that's 22 days that you went 4 games. So, I'm proud of our guys, man. Because regardless, like the LaGrange game's emotional, man.
Right.
Whether you already know. Man, that's emotional,
man, yes.
And so you got to get back ready to go again.
Yes.
And on a Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
That's tough, man.
But I'm proud of them, man.
Right.
Hey, people said, looking back, I was a big advocate of playing that season.
Okay.
Corona, man.
Okay.
I thought the kids needed it.
Right.
So I wouldn't do it. I'd be an advocate again, man, because you went through, even though you didn't win the region championship, man, you went through some trials and tribulations. Kids learned, kids persevered. You got through a pandemic.
Yep. Because I'm going to tell you, man, last year going to do a lot for them in life.
Straight up, man.
You feel me? Like, it's going to do a lot for them, man.
No doubt. Man, this thing's so much bigger than the game.
Man.
I mean, listen, football, and I love sports, period. Football might be the last really tough, physical, you can knock them down, get them up thing we got in the whole world.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure there are somebody watching this would critique me on
right,
that.
Right, probably think like
in my
UFC,
world,
whatever.
Man, because here's the deal. On that video game, it's got a reset button.
It got a reset. Ain't no reset in this one now. Ain't no reset. And then you out there in the hot sun, though.
Ain't nothing like it, man.
Man, I tell anybody that, man.
Pass on, man. Hey, I don't think I'd do it again.
Man.
If you ask me to play again today, with a helmet out there today is 100. No.
I feel like the heat is different now, man. Dog. I feel like the heat, I could be wrong. Is the heat different now?
No, I don't think so.
You know
what I think it is?
What you think it is?
Acclimation.
Oh.
We used to the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Grandmama didn't have no air conditioning.
Yeah.
Back in 19.
You already know. We out there. Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just used to it. Everything was outside. You worked outside. You played outside. I remember this after in Manchester in 1994. We practiced football. Everybody come to my house to swim. We hooping in the backyard. We coming in when the lights turn off, when it gets dark.
Yeah. Back at it again.
Back in the day.
Man.
But now it's,
I'm in town. Yeah, them thorns real good now.
Man,
them thorns real good.
Nights.
So Big Dog, hold on. Then I'm gonna go back to your season. Man, what year did you play at Manchester?
All right, so I would have been a freshman in 1993. So 1993, I was a freshman. 1994, I'm starting on defense, and we go to the state championship with Brooks County. 1995, we lost to Macon County in the Dome. 1996, I moved over to quarterback, and we lost to Putnam County in the Dome.
Big dog. I'm
You in Hart County.
I'm about to say that, big dog. Big dog.
I know. You didn't know, but I knew.
Man,
I knew.
I thought we played against each other.
Everybody looked like you.
Yeah, but
Y'all running wishbone.
Yes.
I ain't forgetting.
You remember that, man?
Man, I know.
Big, that's crazy.
Man, y'all had somebody, what was Big Joe? He went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Big Nick.
Man, Big
Nick
Nick.
Wilkerson, all of them. Man, you remember them years?
Man, yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy, man. Cause look, I'm gonna tell you, I remember, man, cause I ain't no playing JUCO ball with a couple of your teammates, the Dolman brothers. You remember those?
Man, Matt, Lee and Lyle, headhunter.
Played JUCO
about
them.
200 pounds.
Yes. And then one more guy, man. I'm tripping, man. He's my boy. I apologize.
Rico Martin.
Rico.
That's my guy.
Rico.
Rico in the same grade. So Rico played running back when I was quarterback at Manchester.
Yep.
He beat Buford in the quarterfinals. Rico is running, beating folks back to the huddle, talking about give it to me again.
That's him, man. Him. And also, y'all had a big running back, too. I want to say number 4, maybe.
We had Keyman. We had Markevius Woods, Marvell White.
Man, that's crazy. Small world, big dog. Small world. But big dog, 6 wins away.
You already did your homework.
6 wins away, baby. 6 wins away. You know,
Somebody
I know.
asked me about that before. I said we ain't even started talking about it yet.
Right. Big dog. Big dog. You already know. Big dog. Listen though, man. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man.
My kids don't even know that.
Y'all don't know?
They don't know what
y'all about to know now, baby. Y'all about to know. Big homie. So listen, man. 6 wins away, man. Being the winningest coach at Troup.
Man, you got me chill, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason is, man, is the fact from where we came from, that 1-9.
Yeah.
Folks ready to run me out of town.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, man. Hey, I'm down with that. You don't produce, you got to go.
Right.
I get it, man. But all the folks that came before us, all the folks that put into this, man, because it ain't just me, man. There's a ton of folks.
Right.
From the administration to the people that hired me to the people that supported us to the boosters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, man. So, yeah. So, hopefully we
Bro,
can see 6,
that's
man.
crazy.
And
man, this is going to be some history type stuff, man.
That's good, man.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
man, blessings on it, big homie.
Man. Yeah,
blessings on it, man.
Like I said, man, it's I come across as being real cocky and real, man, 1-9 will humble you.
Any day.
And I put on a show a little bit because the program got to put on a show.
You're right.
But when it comes down to it, man, the folks that they know what we're about.
Yeah.
And they know it's more than just one person, man. It's a bunch of people.
Right.
Ton of folks. And look, and it's the former Troup folks that back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 2000, you know how it is. It's a building block, man.
Yeah.
You didn't have all this because somebody didn't
man, it takes a team, big dog, all the way around. Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm a firm believer in that, man, that, you know, even though, you know, I tell all my trainers this, man, even though my face is out there, man, I can't do nothing without them.
No, you got to put the face out there because you got to draw people in.
There we go.
Once you get them in,
man,
there's a lot of, it takes a village.
End of the day, man, it takes a village, man. So, man, I'm proud of you.
I appreciate
you know what I'm saying, big dog, man. You know, I'm be, watching them wins throughout the season, baby, for that game, you know what I mean, for that 6-1.
I hope we get
I'm going to be there, baby. I'm going to follow it down.
I appreciate it.
So big homie, man. So, man, you took over the baseball. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, I know you're a baseball guy too, though. But, man.
It's been a while.
We're right. But, brother, you rocked it. What was the deciding factor, man, for you say, you know what, y'all? Man, put us on my back.
So I got a phone call probably about this time. I can't remember the exact date. It brought up on my Facebook, you know, the recent memories or whatever. But it was sometime in July, I think, from the principal. She said, man, I'm in a tight spot. I said, what's going on? And she said, well, you know, Coach Gardner's leaving, and it's late. And I don't know if I can get anybody, blah, blah, blah. And I know you know, and I know you've got a background with it. But on top of that, I know that your culture in football is kind of what I want things to look like across the board.
I love it.
She said, can you do it for a year? And I was like, let me give me 24 hours.
Yeah.
And they were at the beach. My family was at the beach.
Okay.
And so I FaceTimed them. I said, look, this is going on. And because I know what football takes out of my family. It takes a lot. It takes a lot from them, a lot of sacrificing. And they said, yeah, do it. And the funny story is I said, listen, here's what we'll do. I said, every time we win a game, we'll go out as a family and we'll eat and we'll celebrate. Heck, I didn't know we were going to win 29.
Right. Man, you out there grubbing every night.
I gained 16 pounds. 16 pounds.
What?
I'm losing it now because I'm out there sweating.
Yeah.
But it was.
Well, worth it, though.
Man, you know what here's what it came down to.
Okay.
I already knew them kids. I already knew them. Cause I knew them from school, I knew them from weight training, I knew them. And I couldn't walk down the hallway or see them somewhere and wish them good luck. And know I didn't do anything.
And know you didn't do your part.
Didn't do nothing to help them. And then I loved it. I loved it. So they asked me to come back for year 2. So I'm going to go back.
Swing again. Why not,
Hey,
man?
look, so to brag a little bit, man, we got in 2018, we went to semifinals in football. We broke the school record for 12 wins. And then we just broke it for baseball with 29, man. So we like, man, let's just keep doing it.
Hey.
But look, you know what? God didn't make us to put our feet up.
Bottom line,
and watch
man.
TV, man, and go to the beach.
Yeah.
Man, I mean it for anything I can do to help the kids.
By impacting, man. Keep impacting people.
And help these young coaches.
Yeah.
I got a great staff that wants to be baseball, football, everything wants to be head coaches. You know, and if nothing else, I want them to learn what not to do for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So big dog, we're gonna talk about support system, man. As far as your family, I know Miss Glisson. She's a freaking rock star, man, and your kids behind. So man, let's talk about her support. You know what I mean? Because it's. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I did some coaching in the past, and I know the dedication, the time away. You know what I mean, man? So talk to me about her support.
Not only is she so supportive, heck, she's a principal.
You already know, so she grinding too.
Man, daily.
Yeah.
And, man, she's a rock star.
Yeah.
She's a rock star. She is the most unselfish human being I've ever met. So she wants to put everybody in front of herself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the one everybody thinks, rightfully so.
Right.
She's that wants to be in the corner. She wants to not, be in the light.
Yeah.
You know, she just wants to serve and help and be. Look, she was at the central office. You know, here she came from the Department of Ed, the DOE, the central office, and said, "Hey, I want to be in the building with kids." So she stepped down from that to go be a principal.
Man.
You know, she took a pay cut to go down there.
Just do that, yeah.
Yeah, and so the deal is she just wants to help people.
Wow.
And but she's our rock star, man. She doesn't ever sleep. Man. She works hard. She's a great mama, a great wife. So supportive, man. She ain't gonna miss a game. She ain't gonna miss nothing. But she cares about the kids, man. So when I get home at night, the great thing is this: those kids that came through Long Cane, like Cam Cameron, Ashton Williams, that are now 9th grade. She's asking me every day, "How's Cam?
How they do? Yeah.
How's Ashton doing?
She invested.
Is he okay?
I love it.
Do I need to take him anything? Do I need to check up on him? Blah blah blah. Man, I love that, man.
Wow.
Not only is that something she and I can relate to, you know, it's just a calling. It's a calling, so it lets me know that God put us together for a reason.
Man.
And we're able to support each other.
Yeah.
And man, I get to go down there and see them kids at school, and she does a heck of a job.
You know,
man, you know something I would never want to be?
Give it to
a
me.
principal.
Well, I mean, brother, it's a lot of heat behind that now.
Man, you ain't never getting no good phone call.
When somebody calls, it's a problem.
Man.
When somebody calls, it's a problem.
Man, hats off to them teachers and educators and principals across the county. Not just Long Cane, man. Callaway, Troup, LaGrange, hats off to all of them, man. They did their thing this year with COVID.
And you know what, though, man? COVID itself, it changed a lot. Man. But at the same time, man, it forced people to got their comfort zone to pull things off.
Yes, man. Had to do things that you think we couldn't do.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. I get to stay in that $15 million facility, man. Yeah. These teachers are in the trenches.
They're in the trenches, man.
It's unbelievable, man.
They're in the trenches,
and that year for me felt like 3 years in one. I know it had to feel like 10 for them.
Man, because they had to figure out how to do something, you know what I'm saying, through Zoom or come back in person, go back in person, go back to Zoom.
I know teachers that had to teach a class and then get on Zoom and teach another class.
Wow.
And guess what? They wasn't paying them no more money.
Wow.
Paying them the same thing.
Dang.
And that hats off to them. So if you're watching, you're an educator,
salute to every teacher out there, man.
Shout out, man.
Yeah.
Shout out.
For sure, man. That's insane. So, man, hey, I'm talking weight room for a minute, big dog. You know, man, how important is that for your program?
It's extremely important. You know, that's your lifeblood.
Yeah.
You know, and the deal is, you know, there's 10 ways to skin the cat. You know, so if you go talk to 10, like you said, if you got a great background in the weight room and stuff, you go to talk to 10 different universities, Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, you're going to get a little bit of different answers from everybody.
Right.
You know, so I think the biggest thing is you've got to make sure that you believe in what you're doing.
Yeah.
That the kids buy in, but it's got to be data driven. You know what I mean? So if the numbers ain't getting better,
it don't make sense, Dan.
Don't do it. You need to figure out. You know, and I'm a firm believer too is keeping the main thing. I think at the high school level, at least with us, when you start getting, there's a big difference between a 14-year-old and an 18-year-old.
Already.
And so you got to get that base going.
Yep.
You know, and you got to
be that good foundation.
But a lot of it, and it's going to help us now. We're moving to a 4x4 block.
Really?
Range, Callaway, and Troup High School will all be doing 4 classes.
Really? I had no idea.
So you learn something today,
Man, appreciate the info, baby.
But here's the deal. It's a 90-minute class.
All right.
Instead of being 55 minutes. So in that 55-minute class, by the time somebody gets dressed and you got to feed them after they done and
but you got about 10 minutes of work
man,
in.
you ain't getting much. So you had to sit a lot.
Right.
Everybody doing this, now with that 90 minutes, you got a little more flexibility to be more creative, do some things. The number one thing is the health and well-being.
Yeah.
So if you're having a lot of injuries, like I've had one ACL injury in 7 years.
Really?
So, you have to think that has something to do with it.
Right.
And so that's a good thing for us.
Man, that's super positive, Coach. Social media.
Yep.
Coach, man, so I know you do a heck of a great job with social media, man. How important is that?
It's a blessing and a curse.
All right. Well, everybody gonna see it, right?
Well, the thing is, when you put it out there, sometimes it may say what you want it to say, what you think it says, but it comes across different to somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get a little bit more vague in my stuff. But it's got to be a tool. You got to use it. You want to use it to promote people. You want it to be, the face of what you're trying to get accomplished. But, man, it's tough, man. It's tough, and it changes. And there's people out there that don't want you to be successful.
Right.
There's people out there that want to take things and move it in a different direction or whatever. And you look at, or at least for me, I may look at something and say, man, that ain't what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But during that COVID and for recruiting, and I'm talking about recruiting, getting guys to the next level. I'm not talking about trying to get people
to come to your school, yeah,
that kind of thing, because that's important.
Yeah,
and it showed up for us in the COVID year with recruiting. Many kids that we put in school, which was unbelievable percentage wise.
Right.
But yeah, that social media is tough, man. You do a great job of it.
Appreciate it.
What I wish though, I wish I had somebody that could do it for us. I just take that off our plate.
Yeah.
And then it kind of makes you uneasy because if they put something out
then you be like, oh, shoot. Right.
And it's tough, man, because, you want to help people and get that message out there, whatever it is, but you also, on the flip side, you got to make sure that you're being sensitive to everybody.
Most definitely.
Because it's not my job to make people, at our program, being a public high school, and you're dealing with white, black, purple, pink, whatever, it's not my job to tell people how they're supposed to think.
Right.
But it's my job to say, have we thought about this? So in other words, let me give you an example. I'm a Christian guy, and I wish in schools, I wish they would put evolution and the Bible right beside each other and let people make a decision.
Yeah.
But schools can't teach the Bible. They're going to just do evolution.
Do evolution, yeah.
But that ain't fair, man. I wish we'd have it. But on the flip side, I don't want to be the one telling you got to believe the
Take
Bible.
all this, yeah.
So I like to give people choices.
A choice.
That's what our program's about. Anybody that's ever played for me knows they got choices. It's a player-led team. I don't ever make rules. We don't have rules. I'll go to the guys and I'll say, guys, don't y'all think we need to have a rule about coming to practice? They say, yeah, Coach, I think we do. What y'all think it needs to be? If I miss a practice, what does it need to be? They said, well, they need to do probably some plate pushes. I said, all right, how many we do? That's what we do.
It is.
That's what we do. I don't say this is rule. Now, the one rule that I have but kids agree with it is that we can't steal from each other. We can't take from each other. But other than that, they're making the rules. It's a player-led team. It ain't me. So in our program, I always want to lay out things that I think, here are some options. Here are some things. Let's make a decision. It ain't G makes a decision.
Right.
But so you got to be careful about it. You got to be sensitive. You got to hear. And I don't have all the answers. I wish I did.
Yeah.
I wish I did, but I ain't dumb enough to think I do.
Right. Man, I love that. So, Coach, man, so it's something I always ask people, at the end of the show, is leave something positive to the people. You know what I'm saying, man? So if you got one positive saying, one positive quote, what would it be, big dog?
Ooh, you put me on the spot.
Yeah, I had to give it to you.
But I'm going to go with this.
I had to give it to you.
When you're dealing with kids, it's hard. Whether you be a parent, whether you be a coach, whatever, and I'm going to leave you with this. Kids need loving the most when they deserve it the least. They need loving the most.
Deserve it.
Now, that don't mean you soft.
Right.
Don't mean you soft.
I like that.
Might be hard love, but I'm not going to kick you off.
Right.
You might quit us, but we're going to hold you to a standard.
I like that.
And that goes with my kids, man. I ain't finna kick them out the house.
Yeah.
They're going to mess up. Gonna mess up. I know they're going to mess up. They're going to embarrass us.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fuss and scream.
Right.
I'm embarrassed.
Right.
Yeah, but
then you're going to love them, though.
Man, kids need to be loved, man. Kids need to be loved. And the ones that come back 5 years, 10 years, Keem Makutas, Joko Willis's, You know, all those guys, man. Even guys that are in the military, man. We got tons of guys in the
Yeah,
military. My greatest flag is about to go to Kuwait.
Wow.
You know, but it's like, hey, thank you, Coach. I appreciate you holding me to a standard.
Yeah.
But it's all out of love.
It's all about love. Man, that's some good stuff, Coach, man. Man, hey, listen, big dog. I appreciate you coming in and showing love to me, you know what I mean?
I always show you love.
Yeah, I mean,
I watch these things.
Yeah, you know.
I watch.
I appreciate it, man.
I watch them, and I get it, man.
Yeah.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
You know, these are good, man, and people love it, man, and this is what it's all about.
That's what about, man.
Get the message out
Man,
there.
let's get the message
so
out,
what you
man.
do for our kids, man? You do so much. When I say it takes a village, man, people don't want to think about it, man, but us, Troup, Callaway, LaGrange, man, we all living next door to each other.
Oh, next door, man.
And so, yeah, I'm going to leave you with this.
Give it to me.
Here's the deal. When Manchester started not to be Manchester again, it was when they lost those rivalries with Mary Parsons and Robert E. Lee.
Okay.
And I saw Dan Pitts, the legendary coach at Mary Parsons, won 315 games about 15 years later, and he said, let me tell you this. We didn't know how much we needed each other. Troup, LaGrange, Callaway, we need each other.
Yeah.
And we don't like each
We
other.
don't like each other. Right.
But we make each other better. So when we know somebody's nipping on our heels or somebody got that ring, Callaway, man, that makes us better.
It makes you better
If
because
you
you
were
like,
I want that thing. By yourself, if you were the only school in the district, in the county, it might not make you quite as sharp as you could be.
Right.
So we all need rivals. We
love
all
that.
need each other. But at the end of the day, we all living beside each other.
Yeah.
And we all want what's best for the kids.
Man.
And that's where the fun is.
Major respect on that, man.
Yeah.
Major respect, man. Appreciate you again, big dog. You're always welcome. Back to KaneSaid, you know what I
Glad to
mean?
be back.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Yo, everybody, listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Got my man Coach G in the house, man. Salute everybody. Zip them up.